안녕하세요. 성경어로 영어 발음 교정하는 성경 발음입니다. 머릿속으로만 영어 공부해서는 말이 안 나옵니다. 혀와 머릿속 단어를 바른 발음으로 연결하셔야 합니다. 한 단어 한 단어 소리내어 따라하시면 발음이 교정되며 영어 단어가 들리고 기회가 되면 머릿속 단어를 조합하여서 자신있게 말할 수 있게 됩니다. 오늘은 Genesis chapter 14, 창세기 14장을 같이 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. Abram rescues Lot. rescues Lot. 1절 About this time war broke out in the region. About this time war broke out in the region. King Amraphel of Babylonia. 24절에는 왕들의 이름, 민족들의 이름 이게 굉장히 많아요. 근데 영어 발음 교정이랑 그 영어 공부에는 이 이름을 제가 집중적으로 발음 교정을 하지 않겠습니다. 이거는 다 하나하나씩 외워야 되는 거기 때문에 제가 이 어려운 이름은 좀 빨리 넘어가도록 하겠습니다. King Amraphel of Babylonia, King Arioch of Ellasar, King Chedorlaomer of Elam, and King Tidal of Goyim fought against King Bera of Sodom, King Bersha of Gomorrah, King Shinab of Admah, King Shemeber of Zeboim, and King of Bela, also called Zoar. This second group of kings joined forces in Siddim Valley, that is the valley of the Dead Sea. 여기서 중요한 단어만 제가 발음 교정해 드리겠습니다. This second group, 여기서 그에서 R 발음이랑 조합해서 group. This second group of kings joined forces in Siddim Valley, that is the valley. 벨리가 아닙니다. B가 아니에요. Valley of the Dead Sea. 아래 혀와 위 입술 사이로 나오는 그 바람 소리로 The valley of the Dead Sea. 4절 For 12 years they had been subject to King Chedorlaomer, but in the 13th year they rebelled against him. Rebelled. rebellion이 아닙니다. rebelled against him. 5절 1 year later, Chedorlaomer and his allies arrived and defeated the Rephaites at Ashtaroth Karnaim and the Zuzites at Ham, the Emites at Sheva Kiriathaim, and the Horites at Mount Seir, as far as El Paran at the edge of the wilderness. 7절 Then they turned back and came to and Mishpat, now called Kadesh, and conquered all the territory of the Amalekites and also the Amorites living in Hazazon Tamar. Then the rebel kings of Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim, and Bela, also called Zoar, prepared for battle. 배틀이 아니라 battle, prepared for battle in the valley of the Dead Sea. In the valley of the Dead Sea. battle. 배틀이 아닙니다. prepared for battle in the valley of the Dead Sea. 9절 They fought against King Chedorlaomer of Elam, King Tidal of Goyim, King Amraphel of Babylonia, and King Arioch of Elazar, 4 kings against 5. As it happened, the valley of the Dead Sea was filled with tar pits. As it happened, the valley of the Dead Sea was filled with tar pits. As it happened, the valley of the Dead Sea was filled with tar pits. And as the army of the kings, and as 죄송합니다. 여기 D예요. D, army, D, TH 다음에 오는 단어가 A, E, I, O, U로 시작하면 D 발음입니다. D, and as the army of the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, some fell into the tar pits, while the rest escaped into the mountains. 11절 The victorious invaders then plundered Sodom and Gomorrah and headed for home, taking with them all the spoils of war and the food supplies. 12절 They also captured Lot, Abram's nephew who lived in Sodom, and carried off everything he owned. They also captured Lot, Abram's nephew who lived in Sodom, and carried off everything he owned. 13절 But one of Lot's men escaped and reported everything to Abram the Hebrew, who was living near the oak grove belonging to Mamre the Amorite. Mamre and his relatives Eshcol and Aner were Abram's allies. But one of Lot's men escaped and reported 여기서 굴리셔야 돼요. 이 앞부분 reported everything to Abram the Hebrew who was living near the oak grove. 여기는 D입니다. D. 저도 어쩌다 종종 잊어버릴 때가 있어요. 이렇게 해야 돼. D, TH 다음으로 오는 단어가 A, I, O, U로 시작하면 항상 T 발음으로 말씀하시길 바랍니다. The oak grove belonging to Mamre the Amorite. Mamre and his relatives Eshcol and Aner were Abram's allies. When Abram heard that his nephew Lot had been captured, he mobilized the 318 trained men who had been born into his household. When Abram heard that his nephew Lot had been captured, he mobilized the 318 trained men who had been born into his household. Then he pursued Chedorlaomer's army until he caught up with them at Dan. Then he pursued Chedorlaomer's army until he caught up with them at Dan. 15절. There he divided his men and attacked during the night. Chedorlaomer's army fled, but Abram chased them as far as Hobah, north of Damascus. 16절. Abram recovered all the goods that had been taken, and he brought back his nephew Lot with his possessions and all the women and other captives. Melchizedek blesses Abram. After Abram returned from his victory over Chedorlaomer and all his allies, the king of Sodom went out to meet him in the valley of Shaveh, that is 이 장소 이름이나 아까 말씀드렸다시피 그 민족 왕 이름에 대한 그 발음 교정은 제가 집중을 하지 않겠습니다. 이거 다 하나하나씩 외워야 돼가지고요. That is the King's Valley. And Melchizedek, the king of Salem, and a priest of God Most High, brought Abram some bread and wine. 19절. Melchizedek blessed Abram with this blessing. Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and blessed be God Most High, who has defeated your enemies for you. Then Abram gave Melchizedek a tenth of all the goods he had recovered. 21절. The king of Sodom said to Abram, "Give back my people who were captured." Give back my people. people이 아닙니다. People who were captured. But you may keep for yourself all the goods you have recovered. 22절. Abram replied to the king of Sodom, I solemnly swear solemnly swear to the Lord. I solemnly swear to the Lord. Swear to the Lord, God Most High, Creator of heaven and earth. Creator of heaven and earth, that I will not take so much as a single thread or sandal, 샌들이 아니라 sandal, thong from what belongs to you. Otherwise, you might say, I am the one who made Abram rich. I will accept only what my young warriors have already eaten. 여기서 eaten 아니면 eaten 이렇게 하셔야 됩니다. And I request that you give a fair share of the goods to my allies, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. 14장에는 외워서 발음해야 되는 그 왕들의 이름, 민족 이름, 아니면 장소 이름이 많았기 때문에 오늘은 제가 좀 빨리 진행을 했습니다. 15장부터는 제가 다시 평상 속도로 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 많은 도움이 되셨기를 바랍니다. 감사합니다.